good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. Dima YouTube music. So guys, you know how the old saying goes. Teamwork makes the dream work. And that is correct. You know, when I started noticing the power of working in teams, things just became easier. More money is able to be gotten and things can be done quite efficiently. That's not only true in regular industries, whether it's film, comedy, medicine, or technology. It also is true in criminal enterprise. Teamwork is very necessary to make the dream work. And of course, when we're talking about political offices in America or anywhere else, you damn sure need a team. But you know what? Everybody on the team can't do the same thing. What do I mean? Rewind! Well, you know, if you look at sports and great teams like the 80s Lakers, Magic Johnson played point guard, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar played center, Byron Scott played shooting guard, and so did Michael Cooper. James Worthy played the three, and then you had AC Green playing power forward. All of those people made a great team. They individually did something different that the other person didn't do, and they specialized. This is the same thing that happens with corruption. In corrupt cities or corrupt countries, you have different people that specialize in many different things to get the job done. Let's look at Tiffany Henyard. Tiffany Henyard is a super corrupt mayor, but she's just not corrupt all by herself. You have the felon village administrator. You have Keith Freeman, who's a con artist completely, who's known for scamming, lying, and stealing money, and also doing all the dirty work for Tiffany Henyard. But then there's this other guy. His name is Andrew Holmes. So Andrew Holmes is not a part of the Dolton trustees like Kiana Belcher, Tammy Brown, Jason House, Brittany Norwood, or even former trustee Edward Steve. All of these people are the opposition to Tiffany Henyard. But there are two trustees that are on the side of Tiffany Henyard. One is Stan Brown. The other is Andrew Holmes. And again, he's much different than the other guy I talked about, which was Keith Freeman. Andrew Holmes is somewhat of a low-budget civil rights leader. He's a clout chaser. Whenever something happens, he's kind of like the broke version of Al Sharpton. He shows his face. Even if it has nothing to do with him, he'll be right there to get some clout.
Community activist Andrew Holmes is sleeping outside under the viaduct tonight in the dangerously cold conditions, hoping to send a message to legislators.
What is the problem that you can't come to agreement to get the budget fixed and to help the people?
I want to give a shout out to the Real Late Night crew because they covered this. Now, whenever something happens in Chicago or Dolton, for example, you had like some children that died of cold weather. Want to know who came out there? Let's play the clip.
There is a push underway to solve cases involving two newborns found abandoned and dead in two south suburbs in 2017. Andrew Holmes, who is often at the scenes of violent crimes, working to help police and comfort family members, placed a rose and a teddy bear in Dolton and Markham where the babies' bodies were found, hoping someone's conscience compels them to talk. He adds that there are safe haven laws that will protect anyone who cannot care for a child. Matt Yurs for CBS Chicago.
Oh yeah, and I just did an interview with a lady who, I won't put it out right now, but you'll find out that she said that, hey, this guy is quite phony and fraudulent, and if he can't get any clout from it, he won't show up. But more on that in the future. And not only that, whenever you see the mayor doing something on the Village of Dolton page, you will always see Andrew Holmes in like this Christmas tree lighting promo.
Hi, I'm Mayor Tiffany Henyard, the People's Mayor.
And I'm Trustee Andrew Holmes.
Happy holidays from the Village of Dolton. We are here at the Ice Arena in Dolton on 144th in Greenwood. We are currently putting down a pad for your Christmas tree. Yes, your Christmas tree. I stated last night that we should pay for the Christmas tree, but the 5 board of trustee members chose to take it out and not provide you with a tree. So me and Drew made it possible. We made it happen. We made sure that you will have a tree for your families to come in the door here in the Village of Dolton. Every other community has trees. Why can't us? Why do we have to always go to someone else's community to enjoy the beautification of their neighborhoods when we can beautify our own neighborhood here? So please come out this Saturday from 5 to 7 p.m. right here on 144th and Greenwood, where we will light the Christmas tree. And we got a ton of festivities here going out for you.
And as you can see, we're still laying groundwork, even with so much negative, but look at all the positive. Come down Greenwood. I say Greenwood, not Chicago, not South Holland, and not Evergreen. Come down and see what we're doing in Dolton down Greenwood. The work will continue.
Now, if we could point the arrow at him in that dusty ass suit, I don't know what the hell was wrong with him. This has to be one of the worst suits in the history of all mankind. But let's get to the real point. He's for the mayor. He will do anything for Tiffany Henyard. But then remember when this clip came out about an alleged assault that happened in Las Vegas?
The incident allegedly occurred during an economic development trip to Las Vegas last May. On that trip, Dolton Mayor Tiffany Henyard and a handful of village representatives, including her former assistant who filed this complaint with the Illinois Department of Human Rights, and 2 village trustees. We're not naming the woman because NBC5 does not name people who possibly were a victim of an unwanted sexual encounter. According to her complaint, the woman says she went to dinner with an unnamed Dolton trustee. The complaint then recounts the following events. After dinner, she says she started to feel disoriented, extremely lightheaded, as if the ground was moving. She says she blacked out. According to the complaint, the next morning, she woke up in the trustee's hotel room with no memory of how she got there, experiencing physical discomfort. She says after returning to Dolton, Officer Byron Miles, who was part of Henyard's security detail and went on the trip to Vegas, told her a trustee on the trip told him that the trustee had unprotected sex with her. Officer Miles has also filed a complaint with the Human Rights Department. The woman states in her complaint that after she was told this, she went immediately to seek medical care.
Oh yeah, the trustee was nameless. We didn't know who that trustee was. Can I get a dun-dun-dun sound effect? Oh yeah, but we found out who it was. There was only one trustee that went on the trip. It was none of the trustees that we all mentioned before. None of those 4 were in Vegas with Tiffany Henyard, and Stan Brown wasn't there. So the only person that was there was, drum roll please, Andrew Holmes. Allegedly, that's what they're saying. And again, remember, people didn't know about somebody losing their job. They didn't know about the police officer being demoted. And remember when the trustees found out about it, the women, they had this to say.
You read the document.
Yes.
And those, that is an official complaint from the Illinois Department of Human Rights. They have launched an investigation into the mayor of Dolton, Thornton Township, and this unnamed trustee. You read the document, you started crying. Why?
That could have been any one of us. That could have been either trustee. That could be anybody. That's somebody's daughter. And you have violated this young lady. That's like a punch in the gut. To do something as you have done or allegedly have done and to not speak about it, to cover it up. How could you live with yourself? How? I couldn't live with myself even knowing that something like that happened and I didn't say anything about it. Here's a person,
Let me ask you this. Could this young lady said she went to the mayor to try and, explain what happened. The mayor said, I'll take care of this. Don't worry. And then she gets put on FMLA and loses her job. Could something have been done differently by the mayor who she looked up to, this young lady?
Absolutely. She herself should have launched an investigation.
So now they're being investigated by the Las Vegas Police Department. And Andrew Holmes, and I'm thinking about it, this is a guy that must be, I don't know, at least in his 60s. What is he doing taking somebody's cheeks? But you know what? Maybe that's just because he's that kind of guy. Not saying that he did it, but that's what somebody else is implying. And allegedly, he was the only person that was on the trip that was a trustee. Again, it could have all been made up, but I don't know. And it's crazy because this is a guy who wants to be a community leader. He wants to be known, seen all in the videos. He's a clout chaser. Again, he doesn't really do anything, but if somebody dies or gunshots, Here comes Andrew Holmes trying to be a civil rights leader, trying to help the community, just to come on there and get some shine. But you know what? More to come on this. So guys, what do you think? It's your boy Shady Jackson back at it again with another episode of Celebrity Junk. I appreciate you for your subscribe bell. We're out.